Okay, so today we follow Carl Silla to Elite Projects, builders of like the most awesome Porsches ever in Sweden. Award-winning cars, time attack cars, Porsches, old Alpinas. This place is heaven. I mean, I just stepped in the door and I almost fell over. The cars here are amazing. We actually follow Carl Silla from Carl Silla Motorsport here to check out his carbon fiber body that Elite Cars is building here in their own shop in Helsingborg. Carl is gonna take over and tell you more about the car, the body, probably tell you more about this shop, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm still handicapped.
Epic music in the background, it's like romantic stuff. So this is the parts from Robin, Elite Project Cars. I always say the wrong word, but what we are missing is the new front end here that we have. They have made the inner piece of it, so now they're gonna make the carbon fiber, the glass fiber mold, and then they're gonna make the carbon fiber part. So the hood is done, doors are done, roof is done, and the back is done. So we have floor and the outer panels, like the door, the A and C pillars, basically. So yeah. I think it's gonna be really cool, this one. I wanna drive it, like, now.
You need to sit in it.
I know, I need to sit in it. Yeah, this is cool. This is the roof. And basically you can lift it with one finger, so it's not that heavy. Do you like it?
Yeah, I can get used to this.
So we are at Elite Projects right now. These are the guys that are helping us with the carbon fiber and with the milling of the molds and basically all around the body that you see here. So Robin is here. He's gonna tell us a little bit about Elite Projects and tell us what they do and what their daily business is, basically. So Robin, tell us, what do you do here at Elite Projects?
Well, we're a shop in the south of Sweden. We do a lot of race cars.
Yeah.
A lot of carbon fiber parts, manufacturing of prototype parts, and we specialize in mostly race cars.
Okay.
And carbon fiber production.
Yeah. I see that because these parts are not pre-preg, and this is not in oven made.
No, it's not in oven made. It's we use a procedure that's called infusion.
Yeah.
So it's about the same strength. It's a bit cheaper. You don't need the big ovens.
That's good for me because I'm not that rich. But in my opinion, these parts are like high quality standard because I mean the finish of them are spot on. So I'm really impressed. And I see the cars you have here. Is this like the normal cars you serve here, or?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the type of cars we work with all day.
It's not hard to wake up in the morning to go to work.
It's okay.
Okay. And now you have also another fun car to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Really nice. Cool. Bra? Okay. So we had some questions about the fabrication and how things work at Elite. When you contact them, they are basically able to do a 3D drawing of something for you. So if you want maybe some fenders or a wing or whatever, they can draw it in the computer and then they will make the part in a fabric that's basically possible to make a mold of. And for that we have this part. This is the door inside for the car, and we didn't have any 3D drawings of it. So basically what we did, or what Robin did, was that he made this part and then they put it in the CNC machine and they milled it out. So basically this is the part, and when that's done, they will make a mold out of this in glass fiber. And when that mold in glass fiber is done, they make the final part. So, and then I think they bond it together with the outer skin of the door and the inner side. So that's basically the process. If you have a 3D drawing, you can send it to Robin, he will check it, and then basically he can mill it out and make the part. And you get the price on the fly. So basically, without like 10 minutes or in the email comes, you will get the price. So it's super good service. So that's it about the parts. All right, so how all this started with the M4. Basically, when I looked at the making of the M4 in the beginning, I thought that it was kind of Mission Impossible. And then I talked to this guy, Marcelo. Hi.
Hi.
You basically took a toy car.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We ordered on eBay actually a toy not a toy car, but it was like a
Replica.
model of I think it was 1 to 10 scale of a DTM, original DTM car. Yeah.
Basically, the toy car, I bought it also myself, so I have it home, and it's very detailed.
Yeah, it's super detailed. We looked at different type of this toy car, and we found one that was supposed to be from BMW Motorsport, that was supposed to be 100% the same detail.
Yeah. And so basically what you did, you bought it, you 3D scanned it,
3D scanned it,
and then put it in the computer.
Yes, and then we shipped the file over to Robin, to Elite Projects.
And he basically, because when you make the 3D scan, you don't have files that you can work with.
It's a rough file.
You have
STL file.
Exactly.
So you have to surface it, to get the smooth surfaces and get the symmetry and everything correct,
Yeah, right. So basically Robin made it to a proper working file, and then he milled it out. I don't know if we have the...
Great job on it,
I've seen it. Its car is outside, and this is actually where we started to talk. Because you also managed to see that it's a big project, it's kind of hard to do it yourself.
Yes,
you already had the body, and I now started to talk with Verus Engineering in the USA to make the Arrow.
Yes.
And also I will be responsible for the floor molds and for basically the design of that. And when all that is done, we can build 2 cars.
Of course.
When is your car going to be finished?
Well, I don't have a time frame for it. I hope that it can be finished in a couple of years. I think you're in a little more hurry than I am.
Yeah, I am. I need to be before you, so.
So, let's say a couple of years.
Okay.
Hope so.
When we talked in the beginning, you said that you were planning on putting a rear-mounted engine in the car.
Yes, I was.
But I fucked it up a little bit for you.
Yes, you did with the new aerodynamics.
Yeah,
that would be impossible.
Exactly.
Because then we'd have to ruin all the diffuser.
Exactly.
So it won't be possible. So we'll be putting the engine in the front, just like you. Yeah.
Just like me, and gearbox in the back.
Yes.
And yours gonna be. We're gonna compete in the same series when we're done.
Yes.
But you live in Norway. And I live in Sweden.
Yes, that's right.
So basically we cover 2 different countries.
Yeah, we do.
All right, cool. So, but I think maybe my car, I hope to have it finished at end of 2019.
I hope so.
Yeah, and then maybe...
So I can try it, I can try yours first and...
then you see if you want to build it.
I can see all the faults and then I can modify my one.
All right. You haven't started with anything yet, but when you start, do you going to have some Instagram, Facebook or something like that? Or
Yeah.
So we will put it in the description and people can follow you and see.
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good. So we had some questions that you guys asked over Instagram, and we will now answer them. So basically, to make this clear, the car is not a street legal M4 that you can buy. It's the race car DTM. And Arrow-wise, we didn't run the stock M4 DTM in the simulation, so we really don't know. But we know that it's good, otherwise they won't be so fast. But I think this one is probably like 6 or 7 times more aggressive Arrow. We will clarify, we will do a special vlog about the Arrow with the guys in the USA to like clarify all the parts. So we will get more deeper into that later on. Basically the parts are impossible to buy, so we will build, everything will be custom. The car will look like a DTM, but most of the parts will be custom fabricated parts. The goal is to have something ready at end of this year, 2019. So I hope that we can put the car in the suspension dyno at KW Suspension around fall this year. Well, I have set a target at 1,000 kilos maximum, with driver, with fuel, with everything. So it's gonna be 1,000 kilos, and if it's less, it's good. If it's more, then we have to do some diet. There are a couple of options right now. We have the S65 M3 engine that's pushing around 1,000 horsepower. We can use that one, and it's probably the cheapest way. Or we are working on a new thing, new like a custom Swedish thing. Can't tell you much more about it right now, but I think you guys are gonna like it when you see it. To be a little bit humble, I would like to say that it should be some sort of winning car. I hope to win Gatubil Extreme with this car, and I hope that we can do something with the track records that's are being set in Sweden right now. So I hope that it can be a quick car, basically. Enough said. Yes and no. As we want to keep you guys informed on what we do, we want to do some video vlogs around it. And combining all this together, it will not be as fast as the E90. But I think it will be more videos, more pictures and more info for you guys. So I think it's gonna be better not to stress it as much as we did with the E90, because that one was built literally in 4 months. So I don't want to do that again. It's gonna be dry carbon, basically because it's the cheapest way, and Robin that you're gonna see in this vlog is basically badass on the dry carbon. So it's no use for us to use pre-preg because it's gonna be like probably the double of cost. So dry carbon it is, or even the street M4, and basically. It's going to be the same size as the race DTM. It's going to have bigger splitter, bigger wing, bigger diffuser, and also bigger side skirts. So it's going to be a little bit bigger, but basically the same as the race car. And it's much bigger than the street car. We have had collaboration with KW for 4 or 5 years now. So I think it's kind of given that it's going to be a KW, because it's, in my opinion, great quality, and we get really good support from them. So the KW is probably a no-brainer. The diff is not yet decided what I'm going to run on the car, but as the car is going to get a transaxle gearbox, hopefully the diff is going to be in the gearbox. So right now we are looking at different options, but in some way it's going to be a transaxle gearbox, so it's going to have the diff built in already. The aero numbers says that we need 870 horsepower to do 300 kilometers an hour. But with that said, I think we're going to bump the numbers a little bit, because those are rookie numbers. I think we will have possibilities to run around 1200 horsepower if we need to. And that's basically for the big straights that we're gonna encounter. Basically, I'm not sure yet. The carbon looks really cool how it is right now, but it's not practical. So if you guys have any ideas on what color we should use, drop them in the comments below. The blue E30 color we had on the E30 was badass, but it's kind of nice to have some new color also. So give your suggestions. I will read it for sure. Sadly, no, it will not be ready for this year's events. As I said, the car will be built during the whole summer. So yeah, that's the questions.
Good work.
Good work.
Nice.
Hope you guys happy. Hope you like it, and we will do more of these vlogs. Over out.